Daniel lived in a town with his wife Juliana and their two children, Jack and Misha. Jack was the kind of boy every parent dreamed of. Smart, responsible, and always on top of things. Misha, on the other hand, was just as brilliant. When it came to her studies, often bringing home top grades. But Misha had one habit that made life a little messy at home. She was incredibly careless. She would lose her pencils, forget her books at school, and leave her toys scattered everywhere. While Jack and Juliana often picked up after her and gently reminded her to take care of her belongings, Misha would shrug it off as it didn't matter. Even Daniel tried his best to teach her the importance of being responsible. But his efforts didn't seem to make a difference. It seemed like nothing could change Misha's carefree ways. One morning, Juliana was in the kitchen preparing breakfast, while Daniel stood at the foot of the stairs and called out,
"Jack! Misha! It's time to get up!"
Jack and Misha woke up, rubbing their sleepy eyes. One by one, they rushed to the bathroom to get ready. Jack quickly checked his school bag, making sure everything was in place. Meanwhile, Misha wandered into the kitchen.
"Mom, what's for breakfast?"
she asked, leaning against the counter. Juliana replied,
"All your favorites today. Tea, toast. Jam, rusk, fresh cream. And milkshake."
Misha smiled and sat at the table, just as Jack and Daniel walked into the kitchen. Everyone settled down, and Juliana started serving breakfast. Jack spread jam on his toast. Misha sipped her milkshake, and Daniel enjoyed his tea. Jack glanced at the clock.
"Hurry up, Misha,"
he said.
"We're going to be late."
He finished quickly and went to the lounge to grab some tissues. Just as he pulled one from the box, he noticed something under the table. He bent down and picked it up, a notebook. He turned it over and immediately spotted Misha's name on the cover. Jack sighed.
When will she ever learn to be careful?
He walked back to the kitchen, where Misha was just getting up from the table.
"Misha,"
Jack said, holding up the notebook.
"is this yours?"
Misha's eyes widened.
"Oh, that's my English notebook. Where was it?"
"Under the table in the lounge, where we were doing homework last night."
Jack said.
"Misha, When will you start being more careful?
Misha shrugged.
It was just a mistake.
Daniel chimed in.
Misha, mistakes like this can get you scolded in class.
Misha nodded, grabbed her notebook, and put it in her bag. A few minutes later, they headed to the school. During the first period, Misha said to Lily,
Jack saved me today.
Lily looked confused.
What do you mean? I forgot my English notebook under the table last night.
Misha explained.
Jack found it this morning. Or Ma'am Elizabeth would have definitely scolded me.
Lily frowned.
Misha, how long will your mom and brother keep looking after your things? You need to be responsible.
Misha shrugged.
It was just a mistake.
Just then teacher entered the classroom, and the lecture began. One Sunday, Jack said,
Mom, I need new joggers.
Misha chimed in.
Oh yes. Mom, I want jeans and a pink shirt.
Juliana laughed.
All right. Get ready. We are going shopping.
The kids raced to their rooms, quickly got dressed, and soon they were off to the mall. First of all, Jack picked out a pair of sturdy joggers from the shoe store. Then they headed to the girls' section, where Misha grabbed a pink shirt and a pair of jeans. Jack smirked.
Mom, she always picks pink.
Juliana nodded.
Misha, why don't you try something different? Your wardrobe needs more variety.
Misha hesitated.
I don't know. Mom, I just like pink.
Let's try something new.
Jack suggested, pulling a purple shirt off the rack. After this, they paid and returned home. One day, a new teacher, Ma'am Kate, entered the room. Ma'am Kate explained two problems. She assigned the rest of the exercise as homework. That evening, Misha solved all the problems. At dinner, she said,
Our new math teacher gave us homework today. I finished it all. I really want to be in her good books.
Juliana smiled and said,
You will, my dear.
The next morning, Misha packed her school bag, while Jack was already in the kitchen. After breakfast, they headed to school together. During math period, Misha realized her math notebook was missing.
Oh no. I left my math notebook at home.
Lily scolded.
Misha, please grow up.
Ma'am asked.
Girls, is there a problem?
Misha stood up.
Ma'am, I forgot my notebook at home.
Ma'am Kate scolded.
Forgot your notebook? This is just an excuse.
Misha's eyes filled with tears. But she stayed quiet and sat down. At home, Juliana spotted Misha's math notebook on the side table while cleaning. She sighed.
Oh, Misha must have gotten scolded today.
When school ended, Jack realized something was wrong. As they reached home, Misha cried.
Mom! Ma'am Kate scolded me today.
Juliana sighed.
I saw your notebook after you left.
Jack murmured.
Oh no.
That evening, Daniel found out about it. He said,
My dear, be careful next time.
Misha nodded. One Sunday, Misha was invited to Lily's house. After breakfast, she asked Jack,
Please give me your new storybooks to gift Lily.
Jack smiled and said,
Sure. Come on.
They picked out the books together. Juliana came in and asked,
Which dress should I iron?
Misha replied,
The purple one.
but when Juliana went to the cupboard, she couldn't find it. Misha got worried, and they searched everywhere. Jack finally looked under the bed and found it, but it was all messy.
Oh no!
Misha cried. Juliana shook her head and said,
I will choose another dress. Go freshen up.
Then, Misha went with Jack to Lily's house. Misha gave Lily the storybooks. Lily was so happy to receive them. After a fun time, Misha and Jack returned home. Soon, exams were just around the corner, and Jack and Misha were busy studying. One day, the date sheet arrived, and their first paper was English on Monday. Misha said,
Mom, we need to buy stationery.
Juliana smiled and said,
Of course. You can go with Jack.
She handed Jack the money, and they headed to the shop. They bought everything they needed: erasers, pencils, and more. Misha spotted a golden pen. She liked and bought it. Jack laughed.
At least you picked a different color.
Misha smiled. They paid and headed home. On Saturday night, Misha lay down on her bed and took out her new golden pen.
I will use this,
she whispered. But as she got sleepy, she put the pen on the side table. But the pen slipped and fell onto the carpet. The next morning, after breakfast, Jack called out,
Misha! Hurry up!
Misha grabbed her pencil box and writing board, and they headed to school together. After they left, Juliana went into the kids' room. She saw the pen on the carpet. She picked it up.
Oh, Misha, you were so careless.
She locked the house and headed to the school. Soon paper started. Misha found the golden pen was missing. She felt sad. Meanwhile, Juliana reached the school and handed it to the peon, who gave it to Misha. She felt guilty. After returning home, she promised,
I will be careful next time.
Both Juliana and Jack smiled, knowing Misha had learned her lesson well.